Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday Tips Live with Kelly and Samantha. Not from Studio F because Kelly has quit coming to see me, so we have to do it remote. I'm kidding. It's not live.
There's no quitting.
I know.
There's just no time.
She's no longer coming to visit me anymore. I'm just kidding. It's my dramatic side coming out. Anyways, if you do not know who we are because you're new to the page, which we have a ton of people that are new to the page, I am Samantha with Fabulous Adventures Travel, and this is
Kelly with Fabulous Adventures.
Yes. And we are the admins of this page. Woohoo! We have been the admins of this page for, forever. We kind of talked about it last time, remember?
Yeah, we should look that up. I think it's been 5 years.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
Yeah.
We decided that we were going to open a Virgin Voyages tips and deals page. And boy, do we have
going to
deals.
dive right in.
Yeah. I thought it was going to mostly be about tips, and then it turned out that we had a lot of deals, which is amazing in itself, honestly.
Yes.
And I love that, which is super cool that we do have a lot of deals. So let's get down to business. Name that musical. It's actually not a musical. I shouldn't call it a musical. It's a Disney movie. To defeat the Huns, Mulan.
No, I don't know that movie.
You don't know that one?
Well, I mean, I've seen it, but I've probably seen it once compared to every other Disney movie I've seen.
Right, seriously, I feel like we've seen The Lion King a billion times. The other day, what was I watching the other day? And The Lion King is another version of like a live action Lion King with real animals. And I was like, wait, yeah, and I was like, didn't they just do that? Like, I feel like they just did it. It's almost like, how they have like, let's create a cartoon now and let's create this. Like, I feel like it's like I feel like we just saw this, but anyways, let's get down to business. First of all, I do want to say that you're wearing a Virgin sparkly shirt that you got on the ship. Is this the one that you got on this ship, or we got it a long time ago? I can't remember.
I don't remember either. I've had it forever. I don't wear it
then you got it
because, Florida doesn't get as freezing as it is right now.
Yeah, we're a little cold down here. And I know that those of you that are in the north are like, you're a bunch of pansies down there. No, we are definitely that. But it is cold for us. It's so cold right now. I'm like freezing.
Yes.
What is it? It's like 50 something, right?
I heard it was in the 30s this morning.
I took a walk. We had frost on our rooftops. I was like, ooh, it's our closest version of snow. Frost on the rooftops.
Yes, that's true.
So anyways, well, Kelly's got that sweatshirt on. I have yet to ask her this because I completely forgot to ask her. She bought me a sweatshirt last time we were on board when we were on the Resilient Lady. It's this really cool white one with a huge Virgin symbol on it. And she was like, yeah, I bought you the sweatshirt because we had a bunch of loot or whatever. She's like, yeah, I got you the sweatshirt. I was like, did you get yourself one? Nah, I wanted this other sweatshirt. She tells me. So she's like, I hunted for this sweatshirt. And so I was like, oh, okay. She goes, but why did I just buy myself the sweatshirt I bought you? And I said, I don't know why you did it. So what you were going to do was go buy that sweatshirt. And the result?
I bought it.
Woo!
I bought it.
Okay, good.
I was like, I'm not letting this pass me by again. I'm going to get back on the ship and it's going to be gone.
Yeah, because it was a cool sweatshirt.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I even have any pictures of it. And obviously it's not around, otherwise I'd show it to you. But it's a white sweatshirt with a huge red Virgin logo on it. And then it's got red and white striped cuffs. And then around the bottom of the band of the sweatshirt was red and white stripes. So it's really cute. I don't know what the hood. I think the hood's red, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's white.
I think it's white.
Is it white? Okay.
I think so.
So anyways, super cute. And I'm glad that now we have matching sweatshirts.
All the swag.
All the swag, yeah. Do we have anything else that's matching? I feel like we might have matching t-shirts somewhere. Oh no, I own those.
Yeah, you own both of those now. Yep. Am I ever going to get that back?
You know what's funny is I don't know if it's the same t-shirt that I keep wearing or if it's two and it just keeps wearing. So now I don't even know if I have two, which is funny that you say that I have it. At one point I was like, I don't think this is mine. So how this happened is if you have Deep Blue Extras, you get laundry on board, and Kelly and I must have been on board and said, let's do a load of laundry or whatever. And so we threw all of our stuff in the same bag. And then I think when we divvied it up, it didn't occur to either one of us whose shirt was whose, because we had the exact same one. It's Valiant Lady, right? Or is it Scarlet?
Scarlet.
Yeah. So
OG.
yeah, the OG lady. So anyways, so yeah, that's the extent of our matching. Well, then we have matching t-shirts. Not
Lots of matching t-shirts.
swag. It's like a random matching t-shirt. It's about, it's her fault. No, it's your fault. I'm drunk, find her. Those kind of t-shirts. Oh my goodness. Anyways, let's get back to Virgin. If you're new to the page, I do want to say this because we do have a lot of new people. If you're new to the page, obviously we run the page. We are a travel agency. We are in the top 10 travel agencies that sell Virgin Voyages. And we get a lot of deals. So, and obviously we're well-versed in Virgin. We're on board once a month, if not twice a month. Kelly was on board twice last month. We'll only be on board, once sailing, once to visit this month. Hopefully once to visit, fingers crossed, because it hasn't gotten cleared yet. But yeah, so we are well versed and knowledgeable in Virgin, all the things Virgin Voyages, that is. A little bit on the other side to Atlantic. Maybe some Galactic now that we've watched that whole thing. Maybe what else? What other things does he have? Oh, Necker. You're well versed in Necker.
Yes.
Anyway, so we have all the answers to that kind of stuff, and so we'd love to help you book. With that being said, where was I going with this? I'm trying to think. What was my segue? What was my segue going to be? Well, let's talk about deals. What are the deals? So the cool deals are what?
Well, I will say that I feel like every company out there has deals right now, right? Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Travel Tuesday, all the deals, right?
All the deals. It's like, and people are constantly like, oh my gosh, this deal is going to end. I cannot tell you the amount of people, like Virgin did a great job at scaring you all this week, but they were not ending. The deals were not ending. So they did a really good job. So yay for them in marketing. But I was like, when people were writing me at 10:30 last night, I was like, you guys, it's okay. You're going to be okay. Like, it's not ending. So anyways.
Yeah, the same thing. They have a ticker on right now for Travel Tuesday. It's not ending today either. So don't fret. This sale is going on through the end of January. They could pull it at any time. Okay. Yeah. Terms and conditions say they can change it whenever they want to. But this current deal is 80% off second guest, plus a free bar tab, depending on how long your sailing is, not including lock-it-in rates, not including sea view or insider cabins. But this is the time to book. I keep having people write and go, is this the best time to book? Yes, this is it. I know that Virgin has lowered their prices recently. They've kind of recorrected themselves, but I think this is the bottom of the line right now. It's only going to go up from here. So I would not wait. This is the best sale of the year for most travel industry. Is this time right now. So don't put it off.
I agree with that. So, and the other thing too is that rooms are sparse. So I had someone contact me last night and they wanted to go on a Christmas cruise. And so we looked at rooms and I was like, there's only 10 left. So when it hits 10, it goes to a guarantee, which stinks because then you don't get to pick out your room. They pick it out for you. Now, granted, at 10, I mean, what are your options? There's not much left anyway. So you picking out your room is very slim anyway.
Right.
But one of my things is I'm not discouraging you from booking, obviously, when there's 10. But what I'm saying is don't wait because you could come in the next day, especially with the ticker and everyone else having a panic attack that it's sailing, that the promo's sailing away. Book, especially when I tell you that it's 10 rooms left, because you can come back and say to me. And I actually had a client once. This was awful. I felt so bad where I told her, hey, there's 10 rooms left. And I thought to myself, oh, we'll be just fine. Within hours, she wrote me back and was like, oh, I want to book this. This isn't recent. It was like a year ago. She's like, I want to book this. And I was like, okay. And they were gone. So I don't know if Virgin pulled it because they started to get nervous because there's only 10 of that cabin left. and they pulled the whole sailing because that's all that was left was those was the sea terraces, and so I think they pulled the whole sailing. Luckily, people at Virgin like us, and I begged my way to get some rooms back because I knew there were rooms there. I knew that there was something, but they were slim, which is why they were pulling it to reassess inventory, obviously. But we were able to get her on there because I was able to beg and say, find me a room, please, please, please. I need a room. This poor woman. So anyways, but what I'm trying to say is if I tell you there's 10 rooms, or if we tell you there's 10 rooms, or anybody tells you, not even just us, your TA, whoever your TA is, book, because you just never know. And because things are selling out, the sale is working well for them, which is amazing. I'm so happy for them because they deserve it. The product is phenomenal and all that, but the sale is working very, very well for them.
Yes, there are. Yeah, there are some lock it in rates if you're not afraid of those. You can get $99 a night per sailor, starting at Insider, Kevin. But you can get lock it in rates all the way up through Sea Terrace. Even Rockstar, they have lock it in rates. Those don't come with loot or bar tabs, so you have to and they come with stipulations, so you have to weigh what makes more sense to you. But those are some great deals too, especially if you're looking to sail in the next couple weeks, couple months, where you're pretty much locked in anyway.
Yeah. So we'll go over the lock it in rate. We talk about it all the time. We try to, because I think that it's enticing for everybody. And I think people love it pricing wise, but then they don't realize what they got themselves into. So with Insider and Seaview, you do not get a bar tab and you don't get any extra loot, and you can't use an MNVV. So remember that. We do have some sailings that you can get some extra loot on with those lock it in rates, but they're specific sailings. It's not all of them. And then the other thing with lock it in is you cannot change anything. Like you cannot pick your cabin. So if you're very particular with your cabin location, then this is not the right sale for you or the right rate for you. For me, if I had to get on the cruise and I knew I was going on the cruise and I had to just book a lock it in rate, I would, because I know the ship so well. But if you like to, really pick your cabin because you're particular about noise or where you're located or how close you are to the elevators or what's above or below you, which makes sense, that's not the rate for you because you don't get to pick. And you cannot cancel. There are no cancellations, my friend. I don't care if the world blew up, you are still not canceling. And obviously I'm kidding. I understand that the world blew up. Nobody's going on a cruise, but I'm being facetious. Anyways, go ahead, Kelly.
Well, you can't make any changes to it either. So you can't change the sailing date. You can't cancel for an FVC. You can't do anything to it. You can make a name change. That we have learned you can do.
That's brand new information.
So if you really can't go and you need to send someone else in your place, you can do that. But just
that must be brand new because I know we tried that a couple years ago with these lock it in rates, and that was a no-go.
Yeah, I've done it.
I know you have
recently. Yeah,
recently, but I'm saying like a few years ago. So I've never done it since, and I've told everyone, nope, that's a no-go. But apparently, it's a new thing. Maybe that's where they made it fair and flexible. That's where the lock it in rate gets a little fair and flexible. Anyways, all right. So lock it in rates are $99, specific sailings, not all of them, obviously. And then we actually have some exclusive rates on those. So even when you see a lock it in rate and you really are into it. So if lock it in rate is your deal, it's your jam, please call us because we have some deals on some lock it in rates where we can make it even better for you, honestly. And throw in some extra loot because that's what's part of some of our sailings. So you would really get a smoking deal. If lock it in rates your jam, check with us first. I promise you'll be happy. Hopefully, provided it's the right sailing. Anyways, what else, Kels? Sorry.
Today they announced, it's been coming for a while, but they announced today.
This is mind-boggling to me. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm like kind of up and down on it. I don't know, but go ahead and then we'll talk about it.
So you can buy an annual pass to get on the ship anytime you want to.
Wait, to get on the ship? I thought it was like live on the ship, like you stayed on the entire time. Like it's a true annual pass.
Yes, you can book.
Like I'm going into Disney anytime I want. I'm going on to Virgin anytime I want. Okay, I'm opening up the bank account now. It's done. Like,
okay, but I mean, yes and no. I get it.
I know.
I
do like it. I think it's cute. It's a lot of money. I agree. Especially like you have to use it. I feel like for me, if you're going to do that, the annual pass, you better live on the ship. Like there's no reason to just be like, I'm going to go on once a month. It doesn't work out.
Yeah.
The pricing doesn't work out. So,
Right.
so sorry. Tell us what the pricing is, Kelly.
So it's $120,000. That's double occupancy for a sea terrace.
I mean, it's cheaper than a house nowadays.
It is a non-refundable payment.
Oh, it's a non-refundable 100, just like buying a house.
Yes. So you are in non-refundable. You are locked in.
You're in it to win it. You are annual passing your way on and off a Scarlet or a lady ship.
Yeah. So you can sail on any voyage, anytime for the whole year. So you have to book between today and March 31st, and the sailings start on January 1st. So you have to know where you want to go and what dates you want to go by March 31st.
Oh, you can't just roll up like Disney and be like, it's Tuesday. I'm getting on board today. I felt like having tacos at a Pink Agave because it's Taco Tuesday. I'm getting on board today. No, that's not a thing.
No, it doesn't sound like a thing. I mean, I read over the terms and conditions and I didn't see anything. It does say you have to book by March 31st. So I don't know.
So you got to book all the things by March 35th. So they're basically saying that, like, again, like you can't just roll up on Fire and Sunset Wednesday and be like, yeah, I wanted to get to Key West today, so I'm gonna hop on.
Yeah.
All right, so it's not that kind of annual pass.
No.
All right, just making sure. I always leave the T&Cs up to Kelly and figure she'll just pass me on the T&Cs and be like, this is what they really are. Oh, my vision of it is not exactly what I thought it was going to be.
So each sailing does come with Deep Blue extras as well. So you do get the premium Wi-Fi, you get the $100 bar tab, you get the laundry. So that way, if you do stay on, you can get your laundry done. So all of the Deep Blue extras are included in that as well.
Well, that's good. I'm still really bummed about the, it's Taco Tuesday and I want to roll up and go to Pink Agave for the week. Well, there goes that idea. All right. So that's really cool though. It's like living on the ship for a year, and it is cheaper than buying a house, but I guess the house is forever and this is only a year.
Yeah.
So
it does seem like a lot to me though. I mean, I guess
it does seem like a lot as well. And I think you have to go every week or sorry, pretty much live on there.
Mm-hmm.
In order to take advantage of that, basically.
Yeah.
Side note, ask me what's in my brain right now when we get off here so that I can tell you what just came in my brain. Normally I just tell you over here, but I can't tell you over live on this one.
Okay.
Normally I'm like, here's what I'm thinking. Maybe I should think that. Anyways, so that's super cool, the annual pass. We would love to sell you the annual pass, but we'd love to sell you the annual pass so that we can be your plus one. Would you like us to be your plus one? Can we your plus one, plus two? Actually, I'm sorry, we need to be a throuple at this point. That's what we need. Oh gosh. Anyways, well, that's super cool. I think it's cool and fun, and I love that they did that. I do love that goes along with the summer pass that I just did the podcast on. I just did a podcast on the summer pass. Summer pass? That's what it's called, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love that they have those the passes and stuff. I think it's cool. The one thing I've always said about Virgin, and while this is going to come off as people are going to be like, what? No, I do think that it's very simple. When I look at, and I'm going to compare Royal Caribbean because we sell a lot more Royal, and again, I don't like to use another supplier's name as I'm calling them out, but I feel like Virgin is much more simplified than other cruise lines. And I'm going to compare Royal for a second, because even when we go to book, it's almost like, here's the 70 balcony cabins that you can choose from. And the difference may be like one cabin away. And you're like, I don't understand why this one's. I mean, we know why, obviously. And I get it, because I've obviously studied it and I understand it. But the cool part about Virgin is they're like, here's your seats, Harris. You want the forward or the back or the middle? Like, this is it. Like, there's no like, well, this one's, this close to the elevator and it's 3 centimeters off from the other one over here. That's a suite. So we're going to call it, like, it's so much simple. And I love that about Virgin. They're like, you want an annual pass? You want to live on the ship? Here's an annual pass. Like, it's just great. It's not like cruise around the world. It's not like, you want to go on this sail around the world. You have to buy into this one ship. It's like, here's your annual pass. Hop on whatever ship you want. Like, I love that about them. Same thing with the summer pass. So I love that stuff. If you don't know what the summer pass is, like I said, I did a podcast on it. It is that you get about 4 to 5 sailings, depending on the time frame that they picked. So this one is a set time frame, and that you sign up for it and you're on the ship for 4 to 5 sailings. And I feel like they did a really good job this year. Did you look into it a little bit, Kelly?
Yeah.
That they really combined, like, you could go from, London and see almost all of that west side of Europe all the way down to Rome, and see a ton of Europe if you picked that specific month where you got all of that. Go over to Iceland, back down, Norway, blah, blah, blah. Like, that one's huge. So you could get a lot out of that summer pass if you have the time and the money to do it. And I don't think the pricing is that bad. Like, I think it started at like $15,999, I think. Don't quote me on that. On some of those summer passes, and they have them in the Caribbean, in Europe. And I think, in my opinion, I feel like Europe's a bit more lucrative with your money, if you ask me.
Yeah, then you're not going to the same Caribbean islands every 3 weeks or every 3 days.
Yeah. You're not in Bimini every other. But listen, I want to buy a house in Bimini, so I mean, I shouldn't give Bimini, a hard time. But it's just, I think it's well worth your money when you do it in Europe, definitely, especially the one I just talked about. So, if that's something that you have time for and you're interested in, you should definitely check that out, the summer pass. But I love that about Virgin. Simple, very simple. So what's next? What's next on the agenda? We were going to talk about this Scarlet Lady. She came out of dry dock and has water under her feet, and is now floating across the wide ocean right now, right? Has she started yet? Yeah.
She made it out of dry dock. I had people asking me, is she going to make it out? Like, is my sailing going to be okay? Yeah.
I know, it cracks me up. There were all these rumors, and we would be the first ones to hear if there was anything that wasn't, and that she was definitely not coming. But it's so funny to me when people start posting rumors. Well, I heard she's not coming. Who did you hear that from? Right. Stop reading things on Facebook. Like, it makes me crazy, because I'm like, no, that's not true. Like, no, she didn't. She's fine. So it just makes me giggle that, like, people just post the rumors. I've said this before, that I want to start a rumor so badly, just some stupid rumor. Like, I don't know. I don't think I came up with Madonna and like a virgin, I think, the last time, that I need to start this rumor. And honestly, it could work here. Someone could just start saying it and then we'll know that I started it. But anyways, I want to start a stupid rumor and see how far it goes. Cause I'm like, but anyways, she is floating. She's floating freely back over to here to see us eventually. And she has some new zhuzhing. She got some zhuzh. She got a new mermaid. What do you think?
I think she's cute. I think she's, she got a new hairdo.
She
got a fresh do.
She has, like, it is like a bouffant. Like, it's like, whoop. It's like her hair is like, I don't know. It's bigger than her tail.
It's the Caribbean hairdo.
Oh my God, it is. It's like Monica. She went to the Caribbean. And she's like, it's the humidity. That's what we need. That's what Scarlett needs. That's the look on her face. It should be, it's the humidity. No, she's beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful with her red bouffant. And then one of our friends pointed out that she's got a sassy eyebrow. I was like, oh, I didn't notice the sassy eyebrow. But apparently she has a sassy eyebrow. So, yeah, what else? So the mermaid got a zhuzh. Scarlett got a zhuzh. I'm trying to think what else happened.
There's new
yep,
cabanas on
the new cabanas that are super close that you can't now get. Somebody said the humidity got to her. Oh, Kara did. He said the same thing. I was going to look at my my menu, the new menu. So the new cabanas, I thought those were great. Thank you, Danny. We're giving you a shout out. So Danny Horsley, I'm probably saying his last name wrong. Horsley, posted a bunch for us because he happened to be on board. We actually have some friends that are on board. One of the things I told Kelly that we keep messing up is we keep missing all these like sailings we should probably be on. But fact of the matter is it was over Thanksgiving, and she knows that I wouldn't have missed Thanksgiving. So
yes, it would have been nice to be up close and personal to Brilliant Lady too, which they.
Oh my gosh! You know when people keep posting that picture, I'm like this. How did you not just go and ring the doorbell?
Because I know. I would have
walked. Straight up, I would have been calling Nirmal. I would have been calling John. I would have been calling Jewel. I would have called everyone and been like, so do you see that thing right there? You own her. Can I get on it? Mm-hmm. Who do I got to talk to? And then I'd just stand there and wait, and I'd be like this. Just for a second, just a tiny second, and I swear I'll be so nice. I'll just run around real quick, do a little, and then I'm off. You won't even know me here. You won't even know. It'll be like flash. I'll be like, and off I'll go. That's all I need. So like those people that were right next to him, I am surprised they didn't storm the freaking ship because I would have been like, get the thing that you stormed the door with because we're going on. I would have grabbed a whole army and I'd be like, we're going on. And then I would have been on the DNS, do not sail list, and then it would have been a whole hot mess.
We don't need you on that.
No, definitely not. But I love that. I love that they pulled up next door, and that was so cool. Again, we missed it. Way to go, Kelly. Just blaming you.
Don't blame me. I was on a ship on Thanksgiving.
You were on a ship. No, it's me. It's my fault. Anyways, so yeah, she was right there. And that was super cool. But anyways, they so the cabanas, let's go back to the cabanas are neat. So you can rent those, right? I'm assuming those are rentable. We don't know the pricing yet. And then what else changed? Oh, they got more Seriously Suites on deck 11, was it right?
Yep.
It's funny. I had a client that called me that she booked a Seriously Suite after the Zhejiang, and they put her on deck 11. And she called and she goes, I ordered a Seriously Suite. Why am I on deck 11? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And it didn't occur to me either. I was like, how did you get on deck 11? Like, I was like, I don't know. I got it. Maybe it was a misprint. And then it didn't even occur to me that it was like, oh, Scarlett after the judge that she, then it finally, I kicked in. I was like, oh, you're on deck 11 because those are the new ones. You want those. They're fresh.
Yeah.
They're fresh. So fresh. Exciting. So anyways, those are cool. I'm sure they probably look the same, just a little more polished. And then what else? Oh, the best one, Lucky Lotus. I'm very excited about Lucky Lotus. So Danny also posted a menu of Lucky Lotus. And Kelly, have you looked it over? What are your favorite things? So I'm very excited about the dumplings because we all know that I am a dumpling. We're going to say it nicely. I love me some dumplings. I will eat my weight in dumplings, and that's all I'll eat, really. I could care less about the rest of us. I'll just be like, keep bringing the dumplings out. I don't know why I love them so much. Pork, vegetable, I love them all. Not shrimp because I'm allergic. Anyways, what did you see, Kelly, that you loved?
Oh my gosh, I can't remember. There was noodles, there was rice.
There was noodles. The noodles had... Whereas the stir-fry rice noodles had bok choy, snap pea, and crispy shallots, which I was like, "Ooh, that sounds good." The honey sriracha sticky ribs looked really good.
Oh, that sounds good.
I know. And then I don't eat shrimp because I'm allergic, but the crispy walnut prawns probably is, I would assume, is delicious, honestly. I mean, I don't know. I don't eat that, but all you people that eat that stuff say it's phenomenal, so I'm assuming it's good. But that looked and sounded good. The Peking duck and the bao buns, I thought that looked good too. now that I'm a new lover of duck. Apparently I like the bird. And then the pineapple shrimp fried rice. Again, I don't eat shrimp, but I think that would be really good. And the Szechuan hot and sour noodles looks good. But that has peanuts, so if you're allergic to peanuts, that ain't going to go very well. But the main dishes I was a little disappointed in. I got to be honest. There's not a chicken on there. And we all know I like the bird. Little chicken finger every now and then. But there was no chicken. And that really bothered me. I don't even see chicken on this whole thing. I got to be honest. Oh, no, just kidding. Kabucha? I'm probably saying that wrong. Kabuka? Kaboka? Kabocha? It says kabocha and chicken wonton soup, but then it has shrimp in it, so I can't eat it. But the main dishes are Buddha's Delight that has tofu, asparagus, shiitake, mushroom, scallion. Blossoming sweet and sour fish, which is green peas and toasted pine nut. We know I'm out for the fish. 5-spice pork chop. I'm good there. I like the pig. Spicy pepper, crispy shallot, and cilantro, and then grilled ribeye. I also like the cow. It's black peppercorn sauce, shishito pepper, pickled red onions. Not pickled and red onions. And then they have a treat yourself, which is a lobster king and crab hot pot. And that's $65 if you want that. So, I mean, I think the menu is phenomenal. The desserts, I mean, I don't love... Where don't I love the dessert? Where don't we love the dessert? Trying to think where. Oh, in Gunbay. We don't eat dessert ever. Like there's no dessert ever. Although when you posted the pumpkin ice cream,
I ate that. Oh yeah, it was good. It was.
Oh my
god,
I would have totally done. I would have eaten that whole thing as a pumpkin. But the desserts are egg tart, which I'm sorry, egg and dessert should not go together. They should go in it to create it, but I'm not so sure you should call a dessert an egg something. I don't know. It just kind of throws me off big time and my brain goes, bleh. But it's called an egg tart, which I'm sure it's great. It says vanilla and condensed milk, and then it says banana ricotta rangoon, which probably if I loved banana would be amazing. Mango pudding, which Kelly, you're out because you hate mango, and then almond tofu and black sesame. Sounds delicious. What? Almond tofu and black sesame. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know about that, but maybe it's good. I don't know. So those are the desserts. I'll be skipping dessert and headed somewhere else for that matter. But anyways, that's the menu at the Lucky Lotus. So I love it and I can't wait. It's going to be a long time though. I don't know when we're next on Scarlet.
It's going to be the next time is July.
Is it not till July? Yeah, see. We're going to see her, though, soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
People help sisters out. Sisters, meaning you and I. And we get to see her before she leaves again. Not leaves again, before we can actually get on her. So, yeah, that's the new Scarlet. I'm probably missing something. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, the coffee, the Grounds Club, and the galley.
Oh, I loved that. What did you think about that?
I think it's great. I think it'll get people to hang out up there.
Yeah.
You know.
And eat up there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that was my thing too. I love it. I think they did a good job on that. And I was actually really excited about it because I thought that it'll get people to go up there now and chill.
Yeah.
It might be the secret. I probably shouldn't say that because then it's going to really... I had an idea that it's going to be the secret spot. No one's going to hang out up there. And we are. And I'm going to be like, oh, there's nobody here. This is great. And then all of a sudden I'm going to be like, if you need a drink and you want to hang out somewhere quiet, this is where you go. And everyone's going to go. Because it looks so cool as usual.
Yeah.
But I think the other places that people go, like, you know, when they go to the SIP and whatnot, like you're walking by it. There's no reason. Like, I think we've done it a bazillion times. Like you've walked by and I'm like, yeah, like it's like one of those things you're like, ooh, I guess we'll go here. Like,
yeah. Yep.
I think we'll just hang out here. So, and I think that's going to have a hard time for that sense. Like there's no like walk by traffic. We're like, oh, I'll just plop down here and have a drink.
Right.
You know? So it probably will be very quiet, honestly. And it doesn't have the ambiance of the dock where people go out there for the dock because it has that ambiance, right? And the food that's so good up there or in the dock. So I think it will not struggle for people, but at times it will be empty would be my guess. That's my guess. I don't know. Just speaking out loud. All right, what else? What else are we missing? What did we say?
I don't have anything else, I don't think.
If you have called Virgin the last week, it's busy because everyone's booking, so know that. I did want to say that because I did see that on there. I'm going over, trying to look at what people are saying. So Mary Emmons Johnston asked, what restaurant has the best steak, specifically Resilient Lady? So I wanted to kind of address that. She got 55 comments on it, and honestly, I didn't go through them. So just because I didn't go through them, that's a lot of comments. But I'm assuming everyone answered somewhat correctly in terms of the fact that all the restaurants are the same, Mary, because they are. All the lady ships are similar and have all the same restaurants, except for Scarlet Lady now. She has Lucky Lotus. But Kelly, what would be your favorite steak?
The Wake. I have to say filet. Although I recently had the hanger steak at the Wake and I loved it. And I think it was different than the hanger steak at the dock. I've had that before, but this time I enjoyed it. But I will go back to filet. No, you're
over there telling me what they like, and I was like, "What's happening over here?" Because they keep looking at me. So I'm like, "Am I supposed to be like, is the world falling apart? What's happening?" So that's why I was like, "What's going on?" No, I agree with you on that 100%. We both recently had the hanger steak at the Wake, and it was actually really good. And the reason why we both loved the filet is because of tender and less fat. And that's both of our non-favorite things. And so, but the hanger steak actually happened to be somewhat tender-ish and less fattish, I guess, right? So It was actually good. And it was very flavorful. But I agree with you on that. I still would choose the Wake, but there's other people that would go Evie, and then there's other people that go Pink Agave. So it's not the obvious choice of the Wake like Kelly and I just did. It is definitely by choice, by taste bud. So Mary, you got a ton of answers, but the reason why I said it was because of the fact that I wanted specifically to say that all of the restaurants are the same on every lady ship, except for Lucky Lotus now. So Debbie posted earlier today and says, looking for Splash of Romance for Virgin Voyages February 8th through the 15th. And she says, do people sell, cancel? Am I beep out of luck? I did write back, but I kind of wanted to say something about that people do cancel. So while it's a pain in the tuchus to keep looking and searching for it, you will see that people will cancel and they have Splash and it'll come right back up. So my response to her, because I did write back, was keep looking. And she's probably a bit discouraged by it. And that's the frustration that I felt I read in there. But honestly, for anyone that's looking for Splash, keep looking. Look at final payment day, because then, people may have canceled because they thought final payment was coming and they weren't going to make it. So they may have moved their voyage. So always check on final payment day. And then Virgin goes and does a dump. I don't know what the timing is on that, but they do a dump. If you haven't paid final payment, then they do a dump and get rid of everyone. So someone could have been holding a Splash of Romance during that time, and it will obviously be gone. So, and then of course you have your regular cancellations of people just, things come up and things happen and they moved sailings or they canceled. So definitely keep looking every day. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Unfortunately, we wish we could tell you an actual formula for it, but there is no formula. The formula is keep looking. So I did want to read just a couple questions that I saw on there, and I was like, oh, let me just talk about that really quickly. Hot topics wise, Deborah McLawn said, what are the recommended YouTube videos for first-time cruisers other than Scarlet Night and the PJ Night? Are there other dress themes? So I responded with, go to the podcast. I have a podcast that I do on YouTube. I also have it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that stuff. So I would say listen to that. I mean, it's broken down. We talked about a bunch of different things. Kelly and I recapped a ton of different cruises that we've done. We talk about literally everything you could possibly imagine about Virgin. So definitely check that out, Deborah. Also, other than Scarlet Night, there are other dress themes that you can do. So there's an 80s night on Resilient that you can do if you want to. There's the oh my gosh, what's it called, Kelly?
We Fancy.
We Fancy, thank you. I was going to call the sparkle party. That's not it. Then there's the We Fancy where everyone wears sparkly, something gold or sparkly. You can also do, that's just at night. I know I'm missing stuff. What else am I missing? Oh, there's a 70s night that people get crazy on. That's on Scarlet. I think she still does it. What else? Well, there's a 80s workout that you can do if you don't want to do nighttime. You can also do 80s workout, which is super fun. I think we pretty much hit most of them. And it just depends on this one depends on what ladyship you're on, truly. So as to tell you exactly which ones you need, what other party outfits you need. But yeah, check out the podcast. Kara says, tell us about the changes of Scarlet Lady, which we did talk about, the new Mermaid, Lucky Lotus menu, cabins, and costs. The cost we don't know, but we can find that out. The new Rockstar Suites and the Grounds Club too. We did talk about that. Then she goes, I already know, just want to give you something to talk about. Kara, you're the best. We love you. And then she goes, details on annual pass, please. And hoping I win the lottery soon. Right? Us too. Although I think our families would be very, very angry at us if we annual pass that and been like, hey, come on whenever you feel like it. Kelly, we could go. You pay 60, I pay 60, and sit. We're out.
Okay.
Right. I'm kidding. That's never happening. Was there anything else on the list that we were supposed to talk about? No, because it's been an hour. We've been I've been jabberdawing for an hour. And I swear I've had nothing to make me crazy. Anyways, all right. Well, I think that's it. We're going to do a lunch and learn this week. We're going to talk about Bar Tab, actually, because I feel like it's brandish newish to some of you. But Lunch and Learn truly is for those of you that are brand new to the brand. So it's like our Virgin 101. So please join us for Lunch and Learn on Thursday. We'll probably do it at 11 again for Keller's. So it's kind of a Lunch and Learn. Maybe we'll do it 11:30, a little closer to lunch. Some people go to lunch at 11:30, right? Don't they?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do it then and talk about Bar Tab. And they're usually pretty quick. Our Lunch and Learns are quick. So that's what we're going to do. Anything else?
And I don't think so.
All right. Any comments that we missed?
I don't know.
No? I know it was on there, but I didn't look. Oops. Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Robert. I don't know if you're still on. You said hi. Hi, Kara. Hi, Jessica. All right. I think we're good.
All right.
All right, everyone. We'll see you on Thursday. Thank you for joining us. It was the longest Tuesday tips ever. No, it really wasn't. I think we've been longer than this, but
well, you definitely have.
But thank you again for joining us. And we'll see you on Thursday. And we'll leave you with our favorite phrase, which is you float our boat. All right. We'll see you next week. Bye. Or later this week. Bye.
Bye.